Good evening, everyone, or nos da, as they say in Welsh. Yes, this evening I want to show you a record that I bought at Rock and Rolls, our splendid second-hand record store here in Oslo a couple of days ago for way too much money. I shouldn't, and yeah, keep saying that, but the band in question that I'm going to show today is one of my all-time favorites, or all-time, since I was introduced to Super Furry Animals in 1996 when I went to film college, the European Film College, in Abeltoft in Denmark, and a couple of the students there introduced me to quite a lot of music around that time, and one of them was Roland from Wales, and he introduced me to them, and I've been a fan of Super Furry Animals ever since, and subsequently I kept buying their studio albums when they were released on CD, because this was the days of CDs. But a few years back, after 10 years ago, I got my record player and started collecting vinyl again. I don't know how long ago, but I would think probably from 2016 onwards. I started buying the reissued Super Furry Animals when they came out on vinyl, and I've been patiently waiting for each of them to reach the 20-year mark. So hopefully one of them will do so next year in 2025. So, but I now have they have released what is it 9 studio albums, and it's been a couple of years now, hasn't it, since the last time we got a vinyl release from them. So the 3 studio albums by Super Furry Animals I do not yet have are these. It's Lovecraft, which came out in 2005. And then we had Hey Venus from 2007. And final, unfortunately, studio album by the Super Furry Animals is this one, Dark Days, Light Years. Which this and the previous one were released on Rough Trade. Before that, I think it was Epic. And like I said, there is of course a possibility that there will be a 20th anniversary release of Lovecraft next year, if they keep this up. Sorry. Even with the last 2 albums being on a different record label, that take us to 2027, and the final one in 2029. So, first of all, Rock and Rolls did their usual showing some of the records. They do this in the evenings. They show records that they will have ready for sale from the morning, the day after. And what initially caught my eye was that they showed a vinyl. All of these were vinyls of Grafrys. I think it was his second solo album called Hotel Shampoo, and I thought, I best that's the one I want to look for, because that one's fairly rare. And then I did notice that there were also a couple of Super Furry Animals, and then I didn't go. I waited 2 days for one of the reasons was that record store day happened the day after, and that in itself was spending too much money. So a few days later, I did go and I asked for that Grafferis record. They had one of them left because they got two, but that's the one I already had. And hotel shampoo was gone. I don't know what they charged for it. So I, but they'd put those Grafferis records along with the other in the bins with the S. And there were the Super Furry Animals records, and this was one of them, like I said, that they had in the store, but it had been I thought it had been sold because it wasn't in the bin. What I found, however, was 2007's Hey Venus. Now, I nearly left, but then I went back and I grabbed it and I bought it. And while I was buying it, I saw that this one was behind them on the shelves behind them. And what's usually either there or hanging from the ceiling are the really expensive records. Now, first, this one they charged $799.50 for. So, what will that's what is that about? That's quite a lot. But then your brain starts working. Well, it looks brand new, and it's only a couple hundred more than most brand new albums these days. Yeah. Yeah, I am very happy to have this, and like I said, it'll probably be 2 to 3 years until this is re-released, if even, because like I said, the re-releases so far have been from their big label record company, and these two last albums that they released were on Rough Trade, so maybe not, I don't know.
This song is based on a true story, which will be fine if it wasn't autobiographical. I could have told you lies. It would have made me cry a little. I could have told you lies. It would have made me die a little. I could have told you anything except the truth which burns like a that's what I need to
So what do we have in here? Well, first of all, Hey Venus, I thought this was I can't say that I love the album artwork because they went with a different artist, but I think it's a much stronger album than Lovecraft. Now, I must say I've gone back and re-listened to Lovecraft a bit over the last couple of years, and thought, why were I really that critical to it? Because I remember when it came out, I wasn't too impressed by it. But but I think this is a stronger album, and their last album again. I think that was not entirely a big departure from this, so I was very happy. And then nothing happened, and Gruff kept releasing solo albums, and apart from doing some touring and a project where I think they were released a single or two. One of them, which was, trying to get people not, to vote for staying in the European Union. Nothing else happened, and as it turns out, things were not that great in the house of Super Furry Animals. There were apparently, disagreements between the other band members, and Gruff. Not that I really read that much up on it, but that's the story I heard. And he keeps releasing great, wonderful solo albums, and the other guys have released loads of different records over the years. As solo projects, even before Super Furry Animals basically stopped existing. But they are all working together again without Gruff, as Das Coolies. And I had a video roughly a year or so ago where I did a review of their first studio album. They're going more with the electronic part. There was always an electronic element to Super Furry Animals, and it seems that the other guys have pushed that further, performing together as Das Coolies. But so here are the track listing. So I'll just want to show you guys what comes here. There's an inner sleeve with some with some lyrics that, good luck reading that, red on blue, but there you go. And we have some artwork again, and then I think that the previous owner of this record has put it in this better inner sleeve, and the record looks very nice. It should have that price. And there's the opposite there. And there was one more thing in here. This inlay with some extra artwork there for you. I think this may have been a single cover as well. So yeah, that means this funny thing was that I had completely forgotten about one of the studio albums. It was really embarrassing, because I was just before I was set up to do this video, I'm going to say I now only have one more Super Furry Animals, and I have the whole studio album collection. But when I went to take out the CDs, I saw this one and I said, "Oh my god, I completely forgot what is actually their last album." So I still got two to go. I sort of grouped them in, them and a couple of other bands from the UK that I have been slowly trying to complete my studio album collection. So it's Super Furry Animals and Manic Street Preachers, which I think I'm missing two. And there's a new studio album coming out by the Manic Street Preachers in January, by the way. Pre-orders are ready for that. And the other band that I am also, which is an even older band, is Prefab Sprout, where I am also missing two studio albums, but one of them has never been released on vinyl. So there you go. That was alongside the Prefab Sprout album I bought a few weeks back, where I promised myself I wouldn't buy another single used album that cost that much. This cost exactly the same, so there you go. That is another one for my Super Furry Animals collection, and if that's released in a couple of months, this album, I'm going to plots. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please click like, that helps my channel. Please subscribe, that makes me happy, and I hope to see you soon in another video.